Hello, everybody. It's Becky Bamboo. How's everybody doing? Today is Thursday. It is June 29th of 2017. I am officially 7 years post-op from my RNY gastric bypass, which is the whole reason for this channel, this video vlogging that I do. Um, Yesterday was actually my surgery anniversary, surgiversary, if you will. Um, June 28th of 2010 is when I had my gastric bypass. At the time, I was 426 pounds. I wore a size 32, really I wore 34. I kind of shoved myself into 32s. I wore a 5X t-shirt, 5X, and like athletic pants, and they were none too loose on me. Today I am 245 pounds. I wear a size 18 in my pants, a size 16 in my shirts. I feel good. I'm happy. There are people out there who will watch this video and who will say, you're not successful because you're almost 250 pounds still. Well, that's your opinion and you're entitled to that. I don't feel that way. I feel like I've been very successful. I've been keeping almost 200 pounds off of my body for 7 years. That is no easy feat. It is a daily grind. Those of you who are watching my channel for the first time or who are new, looking to have weight loss surgery, I will just tell you, it is a daily grind. It is not easy. If you are getting ready to do this and you think you're going to have surgery and life's going to be great, it's not going to work that way. You do have to work at it. And the farther out from surgery you get, the harder it becomes. Regain is real, and it happens, and it's happened to me. But losing regain is also real, and it has also happened to me. I've had quite a journey over the last 7 years. I've had 2 pregnancies post-weight loss surgery. I have had a devastating back injury that required me to have a fusion done on my lumbar spine. Look at that cat. He's so freaking lazy. It has been good. It has been bad. It has been up. It has been down. It has been everything in between. My oldest child turns 5 in August, which is unbelievable to me that he's already going to be 5 and go to kindergarten. My youngest will be 2.5 in August. So I'm busy. I have a lot going on in my life. I have a lot of amazing things to be grateful for. If I had not had weight loss surgery, I would never have had 2 kids. I am successful in that. I can live my life freely. I don't have to think about, oh, will I fit into the booth at that restaurant anymore? I don't have to think about, I really want to go to the Cardinal game, but I'm not going to fit in the stadium seats. I don't have to think about that. I just live now. If that's not success, then I'm not sure I'm on the same page as you as to what the definition of success is in this instance. I feel proud about myself. I feel good about myself. My self-esteem is not completely in the toilet. There's been a lot of things that have happened in my life over the last 7 years that have given me different perspective on myself and my body and life in general. You start having kids and you start to see what is the important stuff. I think when I first started this journey, my mentality really was, I need to be a size 10 or smaller to fit into this community. I got down to a 10, 12. I was running 4 or 5 miles a day. I was driving myself nuts with the scale. And then I got pregnant with my first, and everything changed. I had to learn how to eat differently. I was growing a baby, growing a human. You can't eat the same way that you did. I had to have enough nutrition to support a healthy pregnancy. I had to go through the mental changes of seeing my body a certain size and knowing that every week it was changing and I was growing and it was getting bigger, and seeing the scale go up. I had to deal with postpartum. How do I get back on track after all of this? How do I get back to where I was? I don't have time to run 4 miles a day anymore. I don't have time to spend 2 hours in the gym anymore. What am I going to do? And then, when I finally got kind of back to an even keel where I liked where I was, I got pregnant again and I had to do it all over again. And after my second baby, I had this devastating injury to my back and I had to go through a spinal fusion. I gained 60 pounds when I hurt my back. 60. I was back up almost to 300 pounds. Insane to me. I'm like 4 pounds shy of having that 60 off. So regain, yes, it happens. If you become complacent or something happens in your life, like, a devastating back injury that takes you from being an active person who's working and, whatever, to you're doing nothing but sitting all day, every day, you're going to gain weight. So I've come a long way. I don't feel like at 245 pounds I have anything to be ashamed of. I'm an average sized American woman at this point. I feel okay with that. I still remember what it was like to be 426 pounds. I remember what it was like to wear a 5X. I remember what it was like to try to go to a baseball game and come home with bruises the size of footballs on my hips because I couldn't fit into the seat. I remember it all. So I think I've been successful. I think being able to live your life freely and, be active with your children and truly enjoy life, that's what having weight loss surgery was all about. It wasn't about the vanity. It wasn't about being a certain size. For me, it was about living, just living. And I'm doing that. So, I feel great when it comes to the fact that I'm 7 years post-op and I'm 245 pounds. I'm not ashamed to tell you that, obviously, or else I wouldn't be telling you that. Good things have happened to me. Bad things have happened to me. That is life. That is kind of the story of life. So I haven't done a video in a long time, and I know I've had a lot of followers, follow me for my back injury, and I'm going to give you guys an update now on really where I'm at with that. So I am now 100% fused. It took a full year for my spine bones to grow back together where they wanted them to where I'm fused. I've had a tremendous outcome, and I hate using that word because it's like a Trump word, but I really have had a tremendous outcome from my spinal fusion. If you are watching me wanting to get, the every detail of spinal fusion, I have lots of videos from day one till now, going from pre-surgery till completely healed. It's a long road. It's a long recovery. It's 6 months solid of not doing a whole hell of a lot, and then trying to get back into your life all of a sudden. So a full year later, I finally feel like I'm kind of where I want to be. It's not perfect, but it's great. I don't have pain very often at all, only if I really overexert myself or if the weather gets really cold. The really cold weather hurts. It makes you ache with that hardware. But luckily that doesn't happen all that often where I live. I mean, we have winter, but then we don't. So winter was a little hard for me with that. But other than that, I feel really good. Occasionally I still get some muscle spasms, and I do every once in a while still take a muscle relaxer for that. I don't take any pain medicine ever. I I don't need it. It's awesome. I went from being truly addicted to pain pills to I don't take them at all anymore. I don't even really ever take Tylenol for it. That's how good I feel. So it is worth it. It's a long journey for spinal fusion, but it's really been worth it. Find a good surgeon. Find the best surgeon you can find. Find Dr. Matthew Gornett out of St. Louis. That's who you need to find if you need to have a fusion done. I'm telling you, wherever you're coming from in the country, his work is worth the travel. And I've met lots of his patients when I've been in the office who are coming from all over the country. That's when you know you found the right one. He's excellent, and his bedside manner is really amazing, and he's compassionate and kind, and I just can't say enough good things about him. So he saved my life. He really did. I was to the point with the pain in my back that I wasn't living, and I didn't want to live anymore. I was over it. So the last year for me has been truly amazing. I got back control of my life because I don't have pain anymore. I've lost almost this whole 60 pounds that I regained. I'm back where I want to be. So there's one more big thing that has happened to me over the last 2 months, which is I took my career down a completely different path. Um, you guys know I've been a dialysis nurse for the last 6 years, um, which I love, and actually I still do on a PRN basis. I stayed with my company PRN, but I got really tired of the politics that was happening in my company. I got really tired of feeling abused all the time and constantly having more and more work dumped on me, and being told that the budget doesn't allow for getting additional help. And I felt like I was being put into situations that were dangerous for me physically, considering I'd had a major back injury at work. I didn't want to put myself in that position anymore. So I started looking elsewhere for a new job. And my dream job that I've wanted to do since nursing school fell in my lap. It came, I just hit it at the right time. Um, and that is to be an operating room nurse. I found a program at a hospital local that basically gives you a class. I started with 7 other people back in May. We took 6 weeks of basically classroom work, sitting in front of computers and PowerPoints and learning about the perioperative nursing field. And now we're slowly being integrated into the operating room. I've done some scrubbing of cases, I've done some circulating of cases, and I'm taking to it really naturally. In fact, I scrubbed all day Friday last week, just did general surgery, a lot of hernia repairs, and the surgeon just came out and said, "How long have you been doing this?" And I said, "This is my third day scrubbing." And he was just blown away. He's like, "You're amazing at this. You're so natural. Your personality fits so perfectly here. We're really lucky that we got you." I just know in my heart that I'm in the right place. I'm doing something completely different. It's challenging me mentally, which is something I wanted. I was getting really complacent with dialysis. Like, I know it front and back. And it wasn't really challenging me anymore. I was getting tired of the same routine. I wanted something different. So sometimes, guys, in life, you have to just jump. You have to trust your heart and trust your gut, and you gotta just jump with both feet. And that's what I did. It was terribly hard for me to leave, because I left behind a team of people who I love. My very best friends in the whole world are the people that I got to work with, doing dialysis. And it's still hard on me that I left them. They are still bitter with me that I left, but they're also because they're my good friends, they're also very happy to hear of me being successful and happy with what I'm doing. It's bittersweet. But I feel, I'm really lucky. I'm really lucky that I've learned over these last 7 years of weight loss surgery to trust myself and to trust my gut. And my gut just said, dialysis isn't working for me anymore. I'm dreading going to work every day. The only thing that kept me going to work was my patients and my team. Um, I just knew it was time. It was time to do something else. And I'm really glad that I did. So it's a new adventure for me, being a surgical nurse. I have a lot of training left. My training will not end until like January. So many more adventures ahead, but I feel lucky because I'm taking to it really well, and the stress. They kept telling us how stressful it is, and the stress hasn't really gotten to me yet. Maybe it will eventually. Maybe it won't. Maybe it's just because I know that I'm in the right place. I don't know, but I feel like I go into it with a good attitude, and people are responding to that. Some of the people who've been there a long time have really started to open up to me, and I feel like they're really starting to accept me now that they see that I'm invested in this and that I'm, learning and I'm paying attention. And it's a hard group to get into, to be honest. But I'm excited. I'm excited about it, and there's always opportunity to grow yourself. That's the beauty of life. I felt like I wasn't growing, and I needed to grow, and now I am. So, it's exciting. Anyway, so that's my updates, you guys. 7 years post-op. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I'm, doing what I want to do. I'm taking care of my kids. I'm being the best mom I know how to be. And there's not anything better than that. So I hope you all are well, and I'll check in when I can check in. Bye.